Well, what the hell is today? I think it's the 6th or 7th of January 2016. I got 14 minutes, and let's see what I can do with it. Just a diary. Oh! And that is what it is. No name and Jeff Whitehawk. 2 days before the New Year, got this fantastic insight, sight beyond sight. Yeah, I might be able to get a piece of this business. Vaping. Right now I'm coughing a lot. I had nothing to do with vaping. But today actually, I had this thing where in my thoughts I had to look up Warren Buffett's Christmas Special 2007. YouTube. Not there. I remember seeing it. I have that memory. I pretty much know everything that went on in that 20-minute, 30-minute thingy. It was a video that was paid to be put on TV, and very few people watched it, but I definitely did. My wife said, "Dude, Warren's on the TV. Dude, you gotta see it." So I did. I got home and watched the rerun. I remember seeing Warren 2 weeks ago, less than that, about a week after I sent him the first package. Ooh, he's happy. He was. I'm sure he still is. I was watching a video from 2007. Why he did what he did. How he did what he did, and there's 45 minutes, and that's not a lot of time in the work world, and it's not a lot of time when you're home. It's a lot of time if you've got other things that need to be done. So I really couldn't finish it all, but I watched enough of it to say, yeah, dude, I appreciate you too. I spent my whole life until I was 40 plus, till I actually had something. So currently I am pitching a coworker who is, to me, rich. Tim, shit, I ain't rich. I'm just doing okay. I'm trying to make sure I'm safe, which is what I'm trying to do. And this is like going on 3 or 4 years old, and it's much better than smoking cigarettes or tobacco all the way. Propylene glycol, my vapor best friend who knows whatever he wants to know, he gets good at it. So he's like, they use propylene glycol to sanitize the ducting of hospitals, and they also use propylene glycol to make the fog machines work. Tasteless. You can't taste it unless you add flavor. Yeah. peanut butter. Um, I was coughing long before I did this. I've been coughing even before I smoked cigarettes. I'm allergic to mold spores. So nonetheless, so I want a piece of that. I want a piece of that business, and that didn't even occur to me until cannabis oil, hemp oil, became available because they're finally saying, okay, we're going to start not being so damn dickheaded about it. Cannabis and marijuana and there's a lot worse drugs that they allowed to happen, and they're not killing those. They're making a lot of money off of those. And cannabis ain't that dangerous. In fact, it's not even addictive, and most of the shit they let happen is. But any successful business typically means repeat business. I remember watching a story about a hospital was so successful at healing people that they had nobody in their beds. They failed. Ha! That's not good. We were so good that we died. Nobody needs us. We healed everybody. We died. Oh, that ain't good. So you need repeat business. Vaping, you need the oil, you need the coils. You're not going to need the mods too much. They're always making better ones, but nonetheless. If you want to stick with what you got and it still works, you just need oil, juice. They call it juice. It's propylene glycol, but they call it juice. Flavored. But it's something that we enjoy doing that isn't as deadly as dumping tar in our lungs. Tar is solid at room temperature. This stuff is totally not. It's totally liquid at room temperature. And they did it in hospitals because it was antibacterial. That's probably good, right? But by itself, it's pretty much fog machines. It don't smell like nothing. It don't taste like nothing. They make it taste like something, and we like doing it. So coils and juice. And if you can upgrade your mod, you will. Cannabis oil. I found it calming, but I drink, so I don't need it. My wife likes it. She don't drink anymore. She did. But she likes the calming effect, so they got a customer there. I built in my head in the past 4 days a whole business plan which could be expanded, if somebody wanted to type in all the details. I'm very good at typing out a skeleton and hoping that somebody else can see what the skeleton could be. Because I can't type a picture's worth 1,000 words. What's a fucking movie worth? I see movies quite easily when I see a vision. So I'm trying to write down the very bare minimum of what it takes to create this thing. And we look at clouds and we see things. I'm sure the bugs don't see what we see. So I'm hoping that somebody I'm talking to has the same or similar, it can't never be the same, similar sight beyond sight. When I'm talking and building a skeleton, that they can see the flesh on it based on what I'm saying. We'll see. And the guy I'm trying to work with now tells me I don't make no sense. That's not new to me. Trying to describe a movie in 3 pages of words tough. The other guy don't, or gal doesn't have a similar sight beyond sight to fill in the spaces. Anyway, Darren, whatever he decides he's really interested in doing, he's really good at it, and he can fix anything. He had to learn that. He's dyslexic, so that has nothing to do with it in terms of his abilities, but it does have something to do with it in terms of how he had to do his thing. I was always told you're wrong, you're wrong, you're wrong. Whatever I think you're wrong, so you always got to look and say, okay, why? But he can fix anything practically. He's not a rocket scientist. He can't build a rocket. Etc. But he can fix cars. He can fix anything in the house. I asked him, could you become a master juice maker? Because that's where the profit's at. You got to fill the thing. Once you got them, and they charge $20 for a tube, and it costs $1 to make it, if you know how. Yeah, that's profit. That's corporations. Yeah, I'm sure you can. My rich guy that happens to, which is good for me, working at Papa John's delivering pizza because he says it keeps him busy and active and he doesn't get fat, basically. Every business I do doesn't take a lot of physical activity. It took a lot of time and effort to get it there. So I still need to be active to stay healthy. And I agree with that. My personality personally is I can't never stop moving. I must keep moving until I'm in bed. I don't sit around much. I don't. He's probably wondering whether or not I'm going to be trying to be lazy in the business. Well, if I could quit delivering pizza, I'd be happy to do something else to make more money. And I'd like to be active until that's it. That's the end of the day. He currently still is doing a probably 12-hour or 14-hour day. Type A. I'm a type B. I'm more laid back. Type A, they die of heart attacks because they never get where they think they want to be. Everybody makes babies except me. Gays don't, lesbians don't. Shit, I'm not gay and I'm not lesbian. I never made babies because, I didn't want to make a baby unless I thought it was a good thing to do, and it just never really felt that way. Right now, that's killing me. Yeah, that's my normal thing. I like hitting the 50 watts. This is like maximum 4. But no, I definitely would like to make babies. I'd love to be able to live long enough to raise them, but at 50 years old,